Send me to
Yo,
my
what's
grave.
good? Let me tell you about this little lady in my life.
Send me
I guess
to
you could
my
call it a free range relationship.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Gymkhana Josh, and welcome to Beyond the Apex, where we talk about motorcycle everything and then some. Tonight, we have another pillar of the community, as Jose Butter Rosario over there would say. He's a humble giant. He usually says. This guy, he's in the community. He's making big things happen. I checked him out this past year. His events that he ran were all over the place. He's coming to us from Queens, but he was all over the place doing missions for churches, feeding the poor, feeding first responders. We'll talk more about that in a minute. But before we get to our guest, as you see over to my left, my co-host Butter. Butter, what's up with you, man?
Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Bud in the building.
Looks like we're both rocking the damn certified knee dragger apparel tonight, huh?
Yo, shout out to Carlos, certified knee draggers. I got my official. I can't say it's ugly because it's kind of dope.
That's what I told him.
But I will be taking it down. I will be taking it down to Florida next week. So I'm gonna be rocking my ugly sweater in Florida. Certified knee draggers definitely gonna be in the building. But yeah. I'm excited. Got my sweater. I'm happy. I'm like a kid in a candy store right now.
That's what's up.
We got a great show tonight, man. I got a really special guest, really close to the heart. This dude is like a brother to me, man. Not even like a brother. He is a brother. Fuck all that. He's a brother to me. With this beyond colors, beyond patches. This is somebody who I fuck with hard body. But before we get started and we go into the kill with this guy, we got a couple announcements. So it's official. Biker Brawls is happening February 28th. Pro Lid is putting on the official Biker Brawl fighting. It's boxing for charity. We're going to be raising money for St. Jude's. Hustle Kings has 2 fighters that are going to be fighting. We've already been matched up with West Coast Giant, Mobbing Kings. They're a big club out there. A real charitable, humble bunch of guys. Kong is an amazing brother. He's a lot like Shape. He's got to be like the West Coast version of Shape. He does a lot of charity out there, well respected. He's a bike builder. He does this for a hobby. He just builds bikes and bikes and bikes. So we going to be fighting one of his guys. I also got another member of mine. We haven't matched up yet who we fighting, but there's a lot of great people on the card. FLNY is going to be on the card. I hear Thug Riders is going to be on the card. We're trying to get Hood Riders on the card. I know Shape said he might get somebody on the card. The more the merrier, guys. If you want to represent your club for charity, please hit me up. Hit up Mike's Pro Lid. East Coast, we need some more representation. Anybody, any weight class, females, we're looking for female fighters. Anybody want to come on in? February 28th. Shout out to Fit to Box. They're gonna be actually donating their gym time, and one of their trainers, Josh, who actually is in the Team Bracero camp. Anybody know about boxing? Mr. Bracero is a champion here from Brooklyn. So we're gonna be training out of his gym with his peoples. So my brother K Double is gonna be on the circuit fighting at 165. So it's really gonna be dope. And shout out to all our sponsors: Certified Knee Draggers, Mike ProLab, Prospect Power Sports.
Most definitely.
I want to introduce you to New York City, man. Somebody who not only the story goes deep. It goes deep beyond colors, beyond the vest. The man reached out to me when he saw we was doing our Feed the City. He said, "Yo, man, you got a lot on your plate. We need to work together and let me take some of the weight off your back." And I had a heart attack. And this man and his crew just like went all out. They did what they do best. I mean, they actually taught us how to do it better. Because I was doing it on some regular shit, but my man Shape really got this shit on lock. So New York City, your own. This is Shape, president of Black City Riders. One of my brothers for real right here, man. I love this man like a real fucking brother, man. He's a real dude. Shape, welcome to the show. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you on the show. Black City, stand the fuck up. Queen, stand the fuck up.
Yeah, man, welcome.
What's up, my brother? What's up, man?
I just want to thank you for having me on here, and I just want to give you the certified stamp. You know what I mean? You're the first person that you know, invited us down. We're doing our first interview with you. Tell you the truth. So you
Okay.
know what I mean. I respect that. You know
I'm
what I
sure it
mean?
won't be the
So
last.
much respect, much respect, much respect. You know what
I'm
I'm
sure
saying?
it won't be the
So
last
how
one.
y'all doing? Hustle Kings, what up, man? Beyond the Apex, what up? New York, what up? 153. Y'all know how we do, man. We in here, man. Queens, Brooklyn, what
That's
up?
what's up.
You know the vibe. What's up? Welcome to the dark
Yo,
side. Let's go.
So the team is already on the check-in, man. Fox is on the check-in, Mad Transport, John Dove,
Yo,
Andrea's on the check-in. Shout out to Juan
there
Gonzalez.
was a grip of
We
people
got
in there
Harlem's
before we
finest.
even went live. There are people up filling the room.
Yeah, man. We the
Shout
five
out,
boroughs. They know what it is, man. You know what we do, man.
shout out to Freedom Blocks. They're on the check-in. They're the first people to check in. So shout out to my man Dennis. It's official, man. Thanks for all the love, guys.
Hey, I noticed actually there's a lot of new faces in there too. A lot of new names checking us out. So while you guys are there,
Yeah,
down
man.
below, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you come back and check us out every week
Yeah,
doing
man.
this.
You know what it is. You know what it is, man. We recognize real, man. We support the real, man. That's what it is.
So let's kick this off.
So we
As I said in the beginning, Shape, I haven't actually met you. Well, I've met you. I've seen you in person, but we haven't talked about your charitable contributions. The events that you've been putting on in the past. But I've seen all the amazing things you've been doing in the community this past year. I got some notes here. So you were bringing food to first responders during COVID. You were bringing food to families that couldn't get food during that same time. You support church missions. You host bike and car events. I was out there actually at one of those little car bike meetups by where TGI Fridays is in Brooklyn. I was out there for that. But yeah, you support
they had
other
a
clubs.
fucking ball. They had a fucking ball at the event.
Yeah.
That's the first fucking call meet I went to. They had a fucking ball.
Yeah. So I mean, you're out here doing all these great things. Like, I'm really curious though, what drives you? Like, what direction are you moving in? Why are you doing all these things? For the community. How'd you get started doing it? I know that's like 1,000 questions, but like, yeah, I guess first thing is like, why is it that you do what you do?
You know what? It's honestly is a good question. Truthfully, you know what I mean. At one point in my life, I was at a really high. You know what I mean? I was socializing with the stars, moving around the world, jet setting, and by not paying attention to my finances, I put myself in a bad situation. So you know what I mean? I got myself in a situation where I didn't want to be around nobody. I didn't want to socialize with nobody. And by being pigheaded, it got me hungry. And when I say hungry, I mean like I was hungry. You know what I mean? Like
I know what you mean.
where I felt that pain for like 2 days. I was like, this is crazy. Like this pain like brought something to me where I was like, you know what? If I feel this way and I'm being pigheaded and I know I could ask anybody for something, you know what I mean? Like, without being pigheaded. And I was like, what about the people that's not being pigheaded? They just can't have it. They just don't have the opportunity. And from that day on, I just wanted to be like, you know what? I've been to clubs and I've gave people bottles and I did jewelry and I did all this type of stuff. I wanted to do something that made more sense. So that's my drive. You know what I mean? If you really do your numbers, like 6 out of 10 kids go to bed hungry every night. And that's terrible. And that's just kids. Right. You know what I mean? Like we're not talking about elderly or nothing. So once I start doing my research and start grinding hard at it, it gave me some energy that I needed, and it put me on this platform.
Right. Damn, that got mad respect for you. Actually, like Butter was the first one that I met here in New York City that kind of had that same drive, that same motivation to bring the people up around him. And ever since I met him, he's just been putting me on more of these people just like you, like just get out there and make things better for the environment, for the communities, for families, for everything like that. That's an amazing thing. That's a great thing because not everybody has that energy and not everybody has that same drive.
It's funny you see Shape just described something that he said that I was in the same predicament. I work with mad celebrities. I've been on yachts in San Tropez. I've been to Monaco. I was out with the best of the best. I worked with the best security team in all of New York City. You know what I'm saying? The badge from my brother Alpha. we ran everything from Cheetahs to the Tunnel, you know what I mean, to Vinyl to Downtown, like any club you could think of in the city, we was rocking. We was bodyguarding the celebrities. You know, my man Shadow Group, he out down south, he's doing everybody. I mean, when I tell you everybody, anybody who's big right now, he's doing. And we've been there, done that. So we splurged. I mean, anybody tell you, I done pop 10, 15 bottles a night. And then now I look at it as an adult. I see these kids hungry in the streets. I see adults hungry in the streets. I see people who can't fend for themselves. And that shit makes me think like, you know, I could have been me. You know what I mean? And that's why I tend to identify a lot with Shape, because I've been there, done that. I've been to the bottom of the barrel. I done had to crawl back the fuck out. And that shit puts a whole different light of humility on you when you got to crawl back out of the fucking barrel you just put together. You know what I mean?
100, 100.
I mean, is that kind of like a big driving force for Black City? Is that something that you're trying to impart on all your people?
Oh, well, yeah, of course. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's all about, you know, it's like what the big thing in the biker culture is like, no man left behind. And that is a big saying. It doesn't mean just because a person on tools. Anybody that you see is down and you can help them, like, why not? Because that's what we ride for. We ride to be free. So if we're going to ride, we're going to ride right. And you know, I love the party. I love the play. But it gives me more energy to ride for somebody that's in need.
I can appreciate that. How'd you actually get started in...
I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you a funny story how me and Shay got together. So I get actually, there used to be a bike parked in front of my condo, and I used to see it all the time and be like, yo, who the fuck leaves this bike like this? Like, I'm on some more like, yo, if I find out whose fucking bike is this, man, I'm a DDT this dude. Like, bike is all in the street. The covers, yo, I found the bike tipped over on the floor one day, and I'm like, so one day I'm sitting in my front of the garage, and I'm sitting there, and Tone, we live in the
Black
same
City
building.
Tone, what up, man?
Black
you know
City,
the
that's
vibes,
my dude.
BCB, baby.
I pull up to him and I'm like, yo, my man, that's your bike? He's like, yeah. I was like, yo, man, you should be arrested for bike crimes. And he's like, yo, what you mean? I'm like, yo, dog, you be leaving that shit abandoned like that? Like, that's some real fucked up shit. So we joking around in front of the building. I'm like, yo, he's like, yo, you don't remember me? And I'm like, yo, dog, so many people come across my table. And he's like, yo, I've been to all your breast cancer runs. I be coming out to your stuff. And I'm like, word. And he's like, yeah, we from Black City. But that was before Black City actually came out with their vest. This was when they were still forming. So I didn't really know the vest like that. And then I was like, oh, yeah, John Dove, because I know my man Green Eyes have put me on to John Dove and Justice and all of them. So there was a lot of conversations between us.
Shout out to Green Eyes, though. Shout out to my brother. You already know, man. You know how we do, man.
He put us together. He definitely put us together. So one day I get a phone call from Tone, and Tone's like, yo, Black City want to jump in on this, like, this first responder, food thing. And I'm like, yeah, man, the more the merrier. And he had hit me up. We set up a date, and then I had a heart attack. When I had the heart attack, I got a call from Shape and Tone, and they was like, yo, man, you need to like just chill out. We got this. We're gonna pick up the slack. We're gonna let you relax, and we're gonna do what we do. And I'm like, okay, I'm the type of person that I don't like to leave nobody in charge of what I'm doing, because you know how they say, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself.
You got to do it yourself.
So,
right, no.
Yeah. So I get a phone call, and they're like, yo, come to the Bronx. And I'm like, all right, Black City going to the Bronx. But when we get to the Bronx, these motherfuckers ain't serving. We was bringing trays of food, and these motherfuckers brought individually wrapped food in personal pan trays, like hundreds. And I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers went all the fuck out. So we go to the 911, we go to the 911 station up in the Bronx, and we just chilling and shit, and everybody's just showing love. And I'm like, yo, these dudes did it official. I said, yo, whoever ran this shit, they did this shit right. And then after that, they fed the local station over under the Triborough Bridge. Because I remember Green Eyes going out there. And when I get up, when they send me videos and shit, Green Eyes is like, yo, these dudes, they went all in, son. They made individual plates for people. And I'm like, damn, that's on a whole nother level. Like, we over here cooking for like the group and shit. These motherfuckers, they made individual plates. And Green Eyes was like, yo, that shit was, I was like, damn, I wish I could be there, but I was fucked up at the time. And then, like a week later, I hear somebody was putting together like a little drive-by by my crib after I had the heart attack. Fucking half the people that showed up were all Black City riders. I was like, what the fuck? They came in cars. They was in slingshots. You know, rest in peace to my man Biggs. That was the last time I saw him. Like, it was crazy though, because it was so much love. And then
R.I.P. to Brooks. R.I.P. to Brooks, man. You already know.
yeah,
man.
Big
Brooks,
man. I'm sorry,
R.I.P.
yo.
to Brooks, man.
That's the last time I saw him. And it was crazy because I think it was Justice or John get well card. And I'm like, these motherfuckers getting all sentimental on me now. Yo, motherfuckers bringing me chocolates and shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck? And I knew right then and there, man. I was like, this is real, genuine fucking love, man. Like, you can't make this shit the fuck up. This ain't no phony shit. You know, I could say Shape ain't got no agenda being my friend. Cause he on the same platform, same level I'm on, and we both got the same heart. So I saw it as like, yo, this is real, genuine love. Like, Black City show genuine fucking love. And we on two different ends of the bike spectrum, but we have a lot in common. You know what I mean? And there's nothing that could ever break that bond. No color, no vest, no nothing. Because Shape and I got a very good understanding. Like, man, if I ever felt some sort of way, I go knock on the man's door. We can sit it down and talk, because we already know how we operate. And Black City, man, I love each and every one of y'all motherfuckers, man. Word to God.
Man, Black City, your city, man. You know the vibes, man. We out here, man. Shit.
So I know it's kind of a cliche question, but Shape, how'd you actually get started in the bike life? Like, what got you on twos?
Oh man. So yeah, you know, it turned back to, you know, like I said, you know, I was just going through some real bad depression. You know what I mean? And I wanted to pull myself out the rut. You know what I mean? Like, I always been that guy that's been entertaining. You know, I'm a chef by trade, so I love to cook, and you know, I had motorcycles in the past, but I never was in a club, and it was something that I hungered for. And I was talking to a MC that was in the Dirty Ones one day on the train, and he gave me the bug. You know what I'm saying? And from then on,
shout out to the Dirty Ones. That's my dad.
Shout out to the Dirty Ones.
You already know. And you know, it gave me the bug, man. So I did a lot of research, and I was just doing my thing. And you know, shout out to Tune It. And I got on that app. If anybody don't know about it, the Tune It app, motorcycle app. You know, when we got in there, we invaded it. You know what I'm saying? I reached out to a lot of good people. You know, we reached it. We really came together really organically. And it was just unreal. It was unreal, like the amount of brothers that I had, you know what I mean? That I have. And that's basically really what it was, man. It was just me trying to climb out that gutter, that depression. I just needed to be around people. And I got around around really great men. You know what I mean? I didn't have no knuckleheads behind me. Everybody was about something. You know, I had dudes that was older than me. You know what I mean? That just was like, we just bonded so well. So it just made sense. And the brand as Black City, it was just something everybody that touched it loved it. And you know, we here. And that's what it is.
That's what's up. I mean, how did you go from that to, you know, to becoming the president of Black City? You know, there's some travels that you had to go through before you got to the position that you're in right now.
Well, you know, like I said, man, I did my research, you know what I mean? And this community is really small. And when I got into it, I realized I had a lot of brothers inside this. You know what I mean? A lot of good brothers. And I want to shout out to my brother Bully from Street Nights. You know what I mean? I want to shout out Snow from the Brats. You know, they really gave me a good guidance on like what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And you know, me being from the streets but not in the streets, it worked hand in hand. So that's basically how I got in. You know what I'm saying? Talking to the right people, rubbing the right elbows, and you know, shout out to 153, Outcast, supporting my movement, and and we here, we out here, man. We ABN all day. That's what it is.
Right. Did these times, I know.
Yo, we got a lot. Yo, we got Mike. We got Mike Prolids on the check-in.
Oh, he's in there?
Mike, what up,
Mike.
I'm gonna need
Mike
me a
making
list,
sure
bro.
Michael, bro.
Yo, I think honestly, this is probably the most people I've seen in the chat in a long time.
Yeah, BCB, what up, man? You already know the vibes.
You got a big boss.
That's what I want to hear, man. That's what I want to hear, man. Support your city, man. You know what it is, man.
What's coming up for Black City? What kind of events you got on the horizon for us?
I mean, right now we do something called Feed the City. We do something in Queens every Friday. Right now because we've been feeding between like 500 to 800 people per week. So right now we're about to split that up, and we're going to do 2 days. We're doing Fridays and Saturdays. We're right there on 177-06 129th Avenue off of Merrick Boulevard right there. And then we're going to be at 16601 Linden Boulevard on Saturdays. So again, we work with churches and different nonprofits. Shout out to Girl Set the Ground Rules, because I know Monique could kill me if I don't say nothing. But we out here every weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we out here working. We out here feeding the elderly. We out here feeding the young. People be shocked how many people are hungry out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, around the world, 13 million kids go hungry every day. 13 million. That's crazy.
Staggering.
Even off of our 800 people per week, if you think that's a light number, give me $1 per person per week and see if you could do it. Shout out to our sponsors. This stuff is really important. People really don't understand it, how hard it is, how people are trying, especially since this pandemic. It even made it worse. People don't got no jobs. Kids are not going to school, so they have no way to even get a free lunch. You got old people that can't walk down the street with a push cart and, come to the pantry and bring 20 pounds back to their apartment or their building. It's a lot. Yeah. So I'm going to tell everybody, if you can, reach out to any Black City member. Please reach out. We're doing it every week. And, anything new that come up is going to be posted. Just follow our IG. We out here, man, feeding the city.
How you come up with ideas for new events? Like, how do you find these different places to go and people to help out? Is these like people that you already knew from in the past, or people come to you with ideas, or what?
I'm just gonna say like this is organic. What you want, you'll find. You know what I'm saying? Like anything you do, you'll find it. If I'm whatever I'm looking for, like I said, if I see anybody in need, I'm gonna stop them, even if I'm walking down the street, and I'm gonna figure it out. That's what it is.
Gotcha. Let's see here. What was that? Yo, this thing is blowing up. But are you finding people in the chat?
Yeah,
I can't even keep up. At everybody. I was about to try and address some questions and some comments, but it just keeps scrolling.
You got, everybody. Richie Famous, Raw Black City's here. Harlem's Finest is here. Wilt McField. We got Hustle Kings in the building. We got Blaze 600, Andrea Murphy, Union Rep 100, Daniel Yates is in the building. Richie there's so many people just checking in.
Hey, what up, man? You already know what it is, baby. 153, baby. I can't do it on here, but you know what I'm talking about.
Shout outs to Outcast. One of my dearest friends is Outcast out in Virginia. So shout outs to Alex, my brother out there in Virginia, representing Outcast.
Well, actually, you know what? That was a question I was curious too in regards to locations. Like, where else is Black City just centralized in New York City, or you got chapters elsewhere as well?
I mean, right now we right here, but in the future we looking for different adventures. We trying to spread the love. You know what I mean? We want to be out there. We want to help every city.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and like you said before, across the world, there are people that need that help too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, New York City. It's got its go ahead.
No, yeah,
I
you
was gonna
go.
say, since I've been here, I've seen. I mean, New York has its issues, and I feel like a lot of it is blown up even worse in such a tightly packed city, especially now with like the temperature and just it's rough out here. No matter what, like it's like all the odds are stacked against you in New York City. If you were out, in Cali somewhere, maybe you'd have it a little bit easier. But New York City's rough. People need that help.
I mean, man, listen, everywhere you go is a
Mm.
ghetto. Everywhere you go is a crime rate. So don't think there's no place you want to go. It's going to be full of roses. It's
Mm.
impossible.
What you about to say, Butter?
Uh, Now y'all know shape. So rumor has it. I don't know because shape ain't never cooked for me, but rumor has it he's one hell of a chef. So we had a little to get together one night at the UBs, and there was a lot of shit talking going on. So this summer there will be a cook off between Shape and Mano of the UBs. I'm gonna make sure that fucking happens this summer. COVID or no COVID.
What up, man? Malik, what up, man? Yo, you know what it is, man. UB, what up, man? You know the vibes. My brothers over there, man. Man,
Yeah, man.
listen. I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't want nobody say, "Oh, he came here with some bullshit." I'm a certified chef. Shout out to True Cook. That's what I do. I cook for real. If anybody want to battle us, let me know. I'm putting it up. I'm putting it
They're
up.
gonna be a busy. They're gonna be a busy
Put it.
summer.
Matter of fact, I'm so real that I put bike papers up.
Oh, shit.
And my bikes is garbage. I do it. What's up? I tell you the truth, my bikes is dinosaurs. That's how real I am with my craft. I feed the city for real. So let me know.
What's the Shape specialty?
Any
What?
place.
What?
Man, listen, anything you need, I can provide it. You know what I mean? Black fried rice, you already know.
So I gotta throw this at you because Mike is in the chat. So I gotta make sure I get my earn my income over here. So is Black City gonna provide a fighter for biker bros or what?
You know what? I ain't really want to put my man on the block. But you know what? If Iggy do it, I'll do it.
You heard it here today, folks.
Man.
Live.
So that's
Mike,
how we're doing it.
Yeah, all right,
You know what I mean?
that's
Iggy
what's
Black
up.
City, you heard me. If you do it, I do it.
That's what's up. Well, I'm gonna have Mike reach out to you guys. That'd be a definitely good look for the 153 Nation as well as Black City. The whole what we're trying to do here, raise money for St. Jude. I think it would be great, man, that you get involved. I know you're always getting involved in anything you can get your hands on that's positive for any kid, any human being. That's why I fucks with you big time. I got to tell people, um, we was gonna have another guest on the show, and I took a moment and I said, you know what, Shape is a really special person, and I wanted to give him his own platform. But we had a brother on tonight that we were gonna have on tonight. His name is Twin Cora. He's out from the West Coast. I thought it would be a great chop up between the two of y'all. This man is like a real humble giant out in the West Coast. Does a lot of charity work. But I think when it comes to speaking to men of this caliber, they have to have their own show, their own platform. You got to let people know what they're about. Like I know if anybody in the bike community reach out to him and say, "Yo, Shape, man, I need to do this," or like even in his bad, like he's going through his own thing. We're all going through our own things, but Shape seems to always find the time and the will to give of himself, and I think that's a blessing because most people when they give of themselves with an interest, and I could wholeheartedly say that when Shape gives of himself, there's no interest there, and that's why my respect level for him is really really great because some people they give of themselves to get something out of it. Shape 1000% goes into it with no intentions at all, man. Like there's some situations that he's spoken to me as a man that I didn't even know he was going through. And he just chose not to bring it up because it felt like I don't need to worry you with that shit. Let's just handle the business at hand and keep it moving. So there's a respect level of the man right there that I really, really have to say that he's genuine about his shit. You know what I mean? And there's very few people like that here in New York City. You know,
Anywhere.
Freedom
Anywhere.
Blocks. Dennis Diaz is the same way. You know, Dennis. I know you worked out with him. You worked with him, Shape, on a few things, but yeah, he genuinely does things out of the heart. Our rival now, because now they are a rival, Marvin Kings. They're also, you know, they're from the West Coast. Again, they also do a similar type thing. You know, I know Kong is into a lot of charities. He gives a lot of himself. So you know, when Mike reached out to us and said, "Yo, we want to fight a king versus a king," I'm like, okay, but that's a pretty big king we fighting over there. Kong has been doing it for a long time. You know, he's got years in the game. Well respected man on the West Coast. So I'm honored to be fighting even if he was fighting the grandmother of Marvin Kings. Like just the fact that they paired us up as clubs to fight one another for charity, man, is a really good thing because me and Kong will be sitting ringside having some drinks with each other while our guys do what they do best, man. So you know, Shape, man, like I said, man, I know when you do from the heart, man. And I know it's 100%. There's no fake behind that, man, and I respect you for that, man.
Thank you, brother. You know, I'm just gonna say this to put you on the hot seat. So we gotta figure out this autism, man. You know what I'm saying? I want this autism thing to work out, man. I want this shit to move forward, man. We're gonna figure it out, brother. You know what I'm saying? By me saying that too, I want everybody to please look up Supernova, hashtag Supernova. We're gonna try to put something together for my little bro right there too as well. Yamalet, my little sister. You know, I love you to death. But this is what this shit about, man. Don't let nothing hold you back, man. You know, sometimes you're gonna have obstacles in your way, and you know what you do? You figure out how to go around them, and you still do what you need to do and make things happen. Because everybody gonna try to stop a good thing. People love to see the bad thing happen.
That's true.
So that's what it is. You feel me? Keep moving forward. Don't let nothing stop you.
Hey, yo, Shay, what's the best way for people that like want to get involved, that want to contribute their time, contribute their energy, and get involved in your events and your ministries? How do they get in touch with you? How do they find out what's going on?
I mean, you could do the IG, Black City Riders. You know, any Black City member you see, man, anybody affiliated with us. You know what? Matter of fact, you know, any of my ABN, ABF family, you know, you can reach out to, man, 153, anybody, because, you know, we all help each other, man. So anytime you want to help, man, just reach out, man. We here. We open arms, man. Any little bit of your time, 30 minutes, hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, please pull up, man.
All right.
It's all worth it.
Yo, I got a bunch of Black City riders that want to get in on this boxing shit. Just some Ric Flair, there's some NWO shit going on over here.
They doing Royal Rumble in there?
Jax, relax. Man. Yo, Rooster, relax, man. I ain't even seeing the chat, and I know it's not two already, man. Relax. Yo, Dark Knight, man, relax, man. I see you. I know it's you.
It's actually City and Rob. They ready to go.
Whoa, City. You know, City got that hand pop now, man. I need my road captain right now. He got to stay right. You kidding me?
Yo, let me tell you, shout out to City. I'll tell y'all a story with City.
Shout out to my brother.
This is how much I bond with Black City. So June 25th, my brother Andrew Vispoli Memorial Run. I get a call. I get a call from Black City. I was doing an event prior to getting there. Shape's like, yo, where we meeting at? I'm like, well, I got to make a little quick pit stop, do a little birthday parade. And then we shooting over to the meetup spot. He's like, all right, I'm going to meet you at the birthday spot. Boom, we get up to the birthday spot. Everybody meet there. You know, we have a little barbecue, whatever. We do this little parade. Shape tells his man, City, road captain, official road captain, yo, you going to hold my man Butter down. Hold it down with him. I'm like, huh? He's like, yeah. Yo, best road captain I ever fucking seen in the streets, man.
Shout out to the road captain, man.
Yeah, my man held it down. He rode by me. Yo, Shape was like, yo, make sure you cover the man. And it was dope because I got to see a real road captain at work. You know what I mean? It was dope because this was the first time we all rode together deep, and it was so organized. It was so dope. City held it down. So shout out to the baddest fucking road captain out there in the city, man.
Don't ride in front of the road captain, man. Make him let him do his job, man. When they're good, let them be good. Let them be great, matter of fact.
So I'm looking at 3 Black City Rider Fridays. Woo! There's gonna be money.
You know, tag team match. Tag team match.
Shit, I wish. So let me explain to you what's gonna happen. So you guys listening on the check-in. So this is actually so you know, Mike ain't holding no bars here. This is gonna be televised. It's gonna be a pay-per-view event. There's gonna be money involved. Mike's flying into New York. He's doing professional video promos, some old HBO boxing after dark type fucking promos Mike got going on. He's gonna be interviewing fighters. We're gonna try to catch fighters at the training facility. So he's actually gonna be coming down soon. He'll probably be staying with me. That's my brother. My house is his house. And what we're gonna do is it's a professional. It's a state athletic commission. All everything. Referees. There's gonna be judges involved. It's gonna be a professional ring. It's going to be 3 2-minute boxing rounds. So it'll be scored, 30 to 27, 29, 28, whatever the case may be. So it's going to be 3 2-minute rounds, professional style boxing. If I'm not mistaken, we're using 14-ounce gloves. They're still in the air between headgear and no headgear. Some of these fighters want people to see their pretty face. You have to get me with that.
How many minutes per round?
It's 2 minutes, like a regular boxing match.
Oh,
it's 2 minutes.
Regular is 3. It's regular 3, but I'm listening.
Okay. Listen,
I just want you to. I mean, I hope people ready.
Well, I got people already training. I hear Kong and his guys at Marvin Kings are already in the gym training.
Most people train because they don't.
Yeah, actually, most people don't even know. They don't even realize the level of endurance required to go toe to toe. Yeah, 2 to 3 minutes. It don't matter. You are hurting after 2 minutes.
Take a lot of endurance. Take a lot of.
You can't get that air in your body fast enough.
Yeah.
So anybody who want to join in on the fight, please reach out to me through DM. Let me know. The fight is February 28th. If you want to get in on the card, there's going to be other cards available, but this first card is going to be a big card. There's some big names coming out. There's actually some retired professional boxers going to come in and headline the show.
Oh,
We're still working on the details. Yeah, we still working on the details. But I'm flying to Oklahoma. I'm riding in with my partner. So I'll make sure my guy KW is in good shape. We're gonna start training this week. We're gonna work out with Team Bracero at Fitza Box Gym.
Wait, hold on. Now, after last week's show, we were talking about cross-country riding and whatnot. You gonna fly down there?
I ain't fighting. The fighter gotta ride. I'm the fucking founder. I'm taking first class to Oklahoma. I'm good.
Portia's at home. Portia's at home shaking her head at you right now, like.
What's like ride that motherfucking thing? Not a bike at your Well, it's gonna be February, motherfucker. It probably gonna be. I'm gonna be driving through. True. You know what I mean? So I might have to. I might be nice and ride down with my partner in the trailer and then have him ride as soon as we can clear the snow. But we there. We there. February 28th. I will be sitting ringside, sipping my Sham Pipple with my pinky up. Like. Hopefully my fucking fighter don't get knocked the fuck out. Fuck that. He be cleaning bikes for the clubhouse for the rest of the year.
Well, at least you know you're gonna have some clean bikes.
Oh shit. Well, listen, Shay, since we in this, I do got a fighter coming in at 225. If you got somebody in the same vicinity, we could do a Hustle King Black City charitable boxing match.
We ain't really got nobody overweight over here, so it'll be all right.
Oh.
Damn.
Well, I got another funny story about Black City. So I get invited to a barbecue in the Bronx. I'm not really much of a fan of the Bronx. Only thing in the Bronx for me is motherfucking Yankees when I go sit behind home plate. But Biggs invites us to his son's right. It was his son's graduation party, right? Right, Shay?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it was. Yes.
So I pull up. Shape is twisted like a motherfucking pretzel. Feeling nice. Don't fucking slip the fuck. I'm over here like, I can't. I'm like, water, please, water, please. Man, his son's mom, she put in the fucking beats, yo. There was so much Spanish food. She fed the whole fucking block. Like, every kid on the block. They had these, and I'm like, yo, ain't we supposed to be quarantined? Like, this is the middle of summer. I mean, it was really dope. I think it was like 4th of July, right before the 4th of July. It was a really, really good day. I mean, people came from all over. Shout out to Goodfellas. I know I got to see my boy Hollywood that day.
Yeah, shout out to Goodfellas, man. Shout out to man. Legendary Kings, Muck Runners, 360, man. We in here, man. You know the vibe.
We had a really like I know Black City. Listen, for my birthday, man. Yo, I think it was Rooster, if I'm not mistaken. Holy shit. Rooster kept telling me, yo, we gonna get fucked up. I'm like, yeah, man. Yo, and it was vodka shots after vodka shots after vodka shots. Yo, I had to leave my bike at UB's, man. I was like, how the fuck am I was like, oh, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get home. But I remember waking up and I kept hearing, we gonna drink. Vamos, baby. And I'm like, this motherfucker. Yo, I could not. Yo, I swear to God, every time I finished the drink, another Black City rider handed me another fucking straight vodka with ice. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm telling Mousy, I'm like, yo, Mousy, man, serve me some water or something. He's like, nah, they buying you drinks, man.
Butter, you hit your mic button.
Yeah.
He was all in that story.
I was like, is that me? Is it me? I'm like, what's back?
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
We missed
man.
that last part of your story,
Black
man.
City definitely did it big. No, I said that, Black City, they came up, man, and I got fucked up that night. My birthday was epic. I mean, I still see pictures floating the internet of all of us at the UB house. I was twisted, man. I definitely, I wasn't supposed to be drinking, but Shape said, you going to drink. Shape was like, I'm going to allow you to drink today. Put the heart on.
Don't tell your wife I said that.
Yo,
it was dope, man. You know that. But we had a good time, man. You know how that go, man. But
anytime we get together, it's a good time, my brother.
Exactly.
Oh shit. Winnie's in the building. Winnie finally Winnie, you finally
VP in the building. Man. VP, what up, man? It's my brother right there, man. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Winnie, man, definitely one of those planks in the water, man, that keep us afloat, man. And Winnie been in the game for a real long time. He definitely mentored me into this thing that we're doing right now. You know what I mean? BC would be a different club if it was not for Winnie. So shout out to the VP, man.
That's what's up. And he a cigar smoker like me, so shout out to Winnie. Yep, for sure. Gotta try that La Cubanita, Winnie. Definitely try that La Cubanita on series. You're gonna enjoy that one.
For sure.
So Shape, I know you ride a Harley. Give us specs on the Harley.
Oh man, my dinosaur, man. Jesus. I'm glad you said that, man. Like, shout out to Fast Eddie, man. He got both my babies right now, man. He got them both right now, man. Make sure I'm all right, Fast, man. Please, man, make sure I'm all right, man. I got a little punk ass Honda Sportster 883 converted into a 1200. It's a 91, but that's my baby, man. She white line right, man. She white line like I'm in a Coke party. You know what I mean?
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? I got a little Suzuki 750, 97. But my babies, man, they do what I want them to do. Honestly, man, I used to ride the R6, the R1. That was the young me, like doing too much. Like this right here keep me calm, it keep me collective. And, my next one's gonna be I'm looking for something really Harley is something real big. You know, I want to pull up next to you, butter. You know what I'm talking about? I'll pull up
Yo, I'm
next to you.
still
Don't worry,
financing.
I'm working though. I'm working.
Yo, I'm still financing my bike.
See, exactly. I don't want no parts of that. I don't want no parts of that. You feel me?
I
I'm trying to
forgot
get
when
that.
the last time I made
I'm,
a payment. Oh
I'm
yeah, I
trying
did
to.
the day I bought it.
I'm trying to get a. I'm trying to get a dark payment. You feel me?
I hear you. I hear you. I love I love I love to see my name all by itself on the title.
That's it.
It's an awesome
That's
feeling
it.
when you
That's
get that
it.
title 8 weeks later and there's no bank attached to it.
You know what? See, you know what? That, I'm glad we were talking about that because a lot of people don't realize how expensive it is to have a motorcycle. They don't realize how expensive it is. Like from insurance, you know, don't drop that motherfucker. Don't you drop that bike. Don't you drop that bike.
I
It's
think
like
in the first 3 months that I had the bike, mind you,
right,
after I paid 30 racks for it,
right.
between the stereo system,
Yep,
the exhaust system,
yep.
and the first service, an
Yeah.
easy $7,000 went out the drain.
Easy, easy.
Yeah, not only that, the
I had
interior
to
and
buy.
everything else too. Some money
Exactly.
pit.
Oh yeah,
Insurance,
we're not for real. You're not even talking about helmet,
Yeah.
gloves, shit that make you right.
only thing you got to think about this, your insurance alone. If you think about all your payments alone, if you did the insurance alone for every 5 years, how much did you pay in insurance?
A lot. Well, for me, I think, yo, not for nothing. The Indian only cost me like $48 a month, full coverage.
48.
Oh, you special. Oh, okay. You know
Well,
somebody that knows
I
somebody.
exactly. I mean,
No.
honestly, I've had my motorcycle license going on almost 30 years.
Well,
So
there you go.
the
Okay.
the fact that I've only put in one claim in 30 years plays a big factor. My address, I have all the certifications and
Okay.
fucking
Okay.
defensive drive. That helps. But on a cruiser, it's a lot cheaper because originally when I had the ZX10, actually I went to redo the ZX10. They was looking for $200 a month, but it's because it's a leader bike. I'm not saying I can't say it's more expensive because the Indian is actually double the price. But for some reason, they categorize it as there's a potential more of a hazard on a street bike than it would be on a cruiser bike. So now I have three bikes. I have a leader bike, I have the cruiser, and I have the dirt bike. And I think I pay altogether like 180 or something like that for all three bikes, full coverage.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Hustle Kings. Keep hustling. I see they doing good over there. No,
But
right.
I got you. I got my man. I got my man at the insurance company. He
Okay.
Dennis can tell you. Dennis can testify to that. I gave Dennis Diaz the number and he called me back and he's like, "Yo, my man, I saved more than 50% on my insurance."
What the gecko called you? What?
He's like, "Y'all saved a couple of hundred." So yeah, yo, you need the plug. I got you, man. I got to get them on the show. I actually got to make them our first paid official corporate sponsor. Like,
yes.
they got to definitely get on because I know my man Harry. He's taking care of a lot of bikers, and they're definitely they're calling me back. Like I get phone calls. Yo, I saved so much money. Yo, I appreciate you. So it's good. Listen, that's what I this is what I do for the community. This is what I want to do for the community. A lot of people sometimes think I'm not out here fuck what you feel about me on Instagram, on Facebook. It don't matter. If a man come to me and says, "Hey, I don't know nothing about this bike situation, or I don't want to get taken to the cleaners," I will gladly hand walk you through the process. Whether it's buying a bike so you don't overpay, whether it's going through your insurance and plugging you to the right person, getting you a good mechanic for your bike. I want to make sure that anybody who I fuck with or is in my circle, and I don't make a dime off anybody. Anybody who knows me knows I've never asked them for shit. If I helped you in some sort of way, play it forward. If you got and honestly, Dennis is like a really good. I mean, I helped him and he's helped me tons of times. He's got some plugs when I called out and I reached out to him. So it always works like that. You know, if I got a plug that can help you save some money or help you with something, you'll pass it along. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want your money. I don't need no. There's people that be like, yo, shout out. I'm like, yo, I don't need all that. Play that shit forward. You see the next man on a bike need help, make sure he don't get beat. That's the whole premise of the game. The motorcycle industry is a $200 billion a year industry. That's just in sales and parts. We're not talking about accessory, customizing. Those numbers are not even in. A lot of that shit happens in people's backyards. But it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, man. And I could go to one place and get the same bike you buy somewhere else and pay anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 cheaper. That's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? If you managing payments by $20 or $40 a month, that's a big difference. I've seen people call me and they're all like $6 grand a year. Then they come to me and I fix it and $100 a year. And they're like, how the fuck you did that? If I tell you, I gotta kill you. You know what I mean? But if I can help, because listen, you know and I know, if you buy a bike and they tell you it's $6,000 a year in insurance, good chance you might have to sit that bike in the garage without riding this. You ain't gonna pay that type of money for no insurance.
Right.
But if you got the right insurance payment, that all falls into your monthly budget. Because some of us, not only do we gotta pay the bike, no, we gotta pay the insurance. Some of us gotta pay for a fucking garage. So that shit, you could be paying $1,000 a month to have a nice, decent bike. You know what I mean? And you know, if you own a home or whatever, like that's another bill you don't really want to have for $1,000. So it's a lot. You know, a lot of people don't realize how much it is, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
And you know what the funny thing is, brother? Like a lot of people don't even get the game that you're telling them. It's not even about the bike. It's about the game that you're telling people. Like you gotta help somebody that's asking you for help, and people don't want to help people no more. They don't want to see another person shine. They don't want to see another person get successful, or they don't want to see another person get beat. They want them to learn the hard way. When you could just mentor the person and help them, they don't know how to be a real OG. A lot of people don't know how to do that. They talk like they're OG, but they don't know how to be an OG.
I'll tell you something right now, man, and I'm glad you mentioned that. Anybody you speak to in Hustle Kings in the group chat, I try to give advice on managing money, making right purchases. I try to like give my guys advice on when to purchase, how to purchase, what not to purchase. Yo, I sit home, like today I sat home and I was fucking with my stock. I made a little $1,500 today fucking around. You know what I mean? And I tried to play that. I was at the T-Mobile store, and the gentleman who was helping me saw my stock portfolio up, and he's like, "Oh, you play the stock market?" And he's like, "I'm like, yeah." He's like, "Yo, man, I got to get into that." I said, "Look, check a look. This is what I'm buying. This is where the money's at." And I passed the knowledge forward. I was like, "Yo, my man, if you can, you know, throw in $500-$600. Look, I threw in $1,200 today, and I made $1,000. Like." That's the type of knowledge we need to pass to each other. Because I see people, they're too busy. For me, I'm fortunate. I done secured the bag. I'm trying to secure the bag for my great-grandchildren now, right? So I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not this. I'm not, I'm not a baller or whatever. I live okay. I have fun. I can travel. I live an average life. You know what I mean? I'm happy. I could pick and choose what I want to eat every day. My kids don't go hungry. My daughter has whatever the fuck she needs. I'm okay. But some people forget, like, invest your money, man. Certain people, I try to advise people, if at a certain age you ain't doing something by that, don't do it. Like, people want to go into buy a house in their 50s and 60s. Don't do it, man. Stick to what you at. Start saving your money. Play the stock market. Invest in your 457, TDAs, birds, whatever the fuck you involved in. Get into your money so that when you at that age where you can't work no more, your money's working for you.
For you.
You know what I mean? I got friends that they make $30,000-$40,000 in interest on their fucking money because they played it smart. They didn't go buy Jordans. They went and bought fucking stocks, or they played the market. You know what I mean? And we as minorities don't teach each other that shit.
At all.
I got a big mentor out in Jersey.
No, I was gonna say, what's sad is that even when you try and lay knowledge on people, I feel like most people that just don't even understand it, they're like, they don't trust that your advice is gonna lead them in the right direction. You could show them the stock portfolio all day. I've even tried to do that since March, but people are like, "Oh, yeah, well, I don't really want to put my money into that." And it's like, dude, look, now is the time. Put your money in this right now. I promise you, it's hard to lose. but like people don't believe that you're actually that upfront and open with the word, with the good word. You know, I hate that.
I think
I'm sorry, but you gotta understand, like 9 out of 10 people gonna be like, no. You always gotta be you. You always gotta be able to help somebody or give somebody some type of knowledge because that 1%, that one person will
That's
listen.
true.
And if you can help 1 out of 10, hey, you know what? You can't make everybody happy. But at the end of the day, at least you're not keeping it a secret. A lot of people keep the game a secret. They'll die with it.
Yeah,
They'll keep it a
that's true.
secret. They won't help somebody
You're
else. And
absolutely
at
right.
the end of the day, the thing is about helping people. Us as a community, we have to help each other. Us as a community, we don't even know each other's last name, and people don't even know how real that is. That's why most Jewish communities, they can walk into any type of business and use their last name.
That's a good point.
You know, this is game. This is real game, but people don't open their minds to real game. They just think you talking. They just not listening.
You're absolutely right. Well, you know, listen, if anybody, Black City, Hustle Kings, I talk to them about it all the time. Need some stock tip, want to play with some money, man. Yo, reach out to me, man. Ain't no broker fee here. It's all love, you know what I mean? You got a couple of dollars you want to throw in. Income tax season is coming. This pandemic has really dropped a lot of stocks. And yo, listen, I got a friend out in Jersey. Guys, he's a humble man. Got a lot of bread. If you saw him, you wouldn't even know he got bread. He looked like the skipper from Gilligan's Island, and he's sitting on bank. But I call him up, yo, I need to know where to put my money at, what to do, and he'd be like, invest in this. His son, who's my stockbroker, like he gives me all my advice. He's like, yo, do this, do that. I mean, I bought stocks at like $15 that are now at $75 a pop. Like I'm making bank. This whole time I was, recuperating from a heart attack. I was playing with money and I was like, you know what? I can't go outside like that. Let me start being smart. Instead of watching fucking TV all day, let me watch the market. I've done invested in shit. I don't know if anybody noticed, but Airbnb started at like $67 the other day when it opened up. Within 48 hours, it tripled to like 100 and something, 170 something dollars a share.
Wow, really?
Yeah, exactly. So while I was sitting there and I'm like, do I buy another 100? Do I buy another 100? Fuck it. Yeah, it's at $70. I see it go up 75, 85. I'm like, do I buy another 100? And then, yeah, fuck it, another 100. And then I'm like, all right, I think that's good. It ain't going to go up no more. And then it just kept going.
Keeps going.
Like, oh, man, to the point.
Dude.
Another couple of hundred.
I've been telling people, since March, it's hard to lose. As we get back to normal and whatnot, it's hard to lose.
This is how you capture that with you sports guys, because I'm like funny when it comes to stocks and numbers and understanding percentages and all that. Kind of weirds me out a little bit. That's why I'm a chef. You know what I mean? Right? So at the end of the day, this is how you capture these people. All you guys that watch sports and you know numbers and you know where this guy came from, what school and how many touchdowns he got and what his averages are, that's how you should pay attention to the stocks, and that's how you win. If you keep paying attention to these college kids that go into NFL and then they retire, and that's all you paid attention to was that number, then you don't make no number. You just watched them make money and you didn't make
That's
shit.
true. That's
so
true.
That's how you let them
That's
know.
public service announcement right there.
Absolutely.
For the people at home.
That's how you get them interested.
Don't worry about the number of yards. Remember those percentages in the market.
Exactly. There you go. Make them certified. You heard me?
Oh, listen, I'm gonna give everybody a nice stock tip. It's very inexpensive right now. The stock code is MRO, the Marathon Oil Company. It's at like $6 right now. They had peaked out about $12, $18 before the pandemic hit. They just opened 5,800 gas stations. Their stock is slowly going up. But if you want to buy something that's not super expensive, that you can get a couple of hundred shares of, that's the stock. I guarantee you, in this coming year, when this vaccine hits and people start traveling again, their gas stations are going to be making money. And even if you make $5-10 on a couple of shares, that's a couple of grand. So look it up. It's MRO. That's the stock name for it. Look up JetBlue. JetBlue before the pandemic was at $28. It's at $12, $14 today. I think it
Wow.
closed out at about
Yo,
$14.
I never thought we'd be
But
getting stock
once the
tips out there
vaccine
for
starts
people
rolling
during the
out,
show. I didn't.
That's a bad candlestick right there. 28 to 12.
yeah.
That is crazy. Wow.
I mean, listen, if
Shout out to Dre
if
Murphy.
you
Shout out to Dre Murphy.
From now on, at the beginning of the show,
Well,
I'm gonna say thank you for joining Beyond the Apex. We talk about motorcycle and stocks.
well, if you're gonna invest $2,000-3,000 on a bike over the winter and you save that money and buy a nice little stock, even if you make $1 off the stock, you still make a few $100s. That's a little bit more money. You buy yourself a better bike.
Truth.
Right. Cool.
Yo, but those like short seller taxes. I mean, I don't know everybody's income out there, but before you do this, before you take all this advice, start reading as well on how you get taxed on this money, because the government's gonna get there somehow. Don't forget that. They're gonna get that.
Definitely true. Definitely. Your uncle that never give you shit wants something.
Yeah.
All right, Josh, take it over.
Yeah. It's about that time. Think we're gonna start winding down.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do this. All right, folks at home, we're probably going to get out of here in a couple minutes, but before we do that, we're going to give Shape a chance to shine here, shout out all his people, let us know what's going on, let us know how to get in touch with them and find out what's coming up on the horizon. Shape, shout out to the people at home for us.
Again, I want to thank you guys, Beyond the Apex, Hustle Kings. I am Shape from Black City. You can reach us on IG at Black City Riders. We 153, we the All Black Nation, All Black Family. Shout out to Street Knights, Legendary Kings, Muck Runners, 360, 153, Outcast, you know what it is. Listen, man, and also, if you ever want to come help feed the city, we out here in Queens, New York, every Friday and Saturday. Please look on our IG, all details is there. If you need more details, hit any one of us, and we more to help you. There's a lot of people out there hungry. Take some time to ride for a reason. And, we the city.
True. Butter, what you got for the people?
I just want to thank all the Black City brothers checking in. Yo, shout out to the Bills, BNN Network. Check out the Motorcycle Network, the Biker Network. That's where you get all your accidents, stolen bikes, all your good bike stories. Shout outs to Bills, man. He's another great guy. Shout out to my Hustle King family. Mike on the check-in. Big shout out to Stephanie. Thank you for checking in. She's like, I don't know nothing about bikes, but she definitely checked in and showed love. So that's on some real to real right there. Shape, as always, it's a pleasure and honor. I love you, my brother. Anything you need, I'm a phone call away. I know you got 100 other brothers to call, but I'll be 101.
You already know, man. Same thing here, man. Anything you ever need, man, please. You already know. Like I said, man, my city, your city, man. We out here.
Yes.
All right, with that, we're going to get out of here. All you people at home, thanks for joining in. We really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. Come back and check us out again. We do this every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Beyond the Apex. Me, Butter, whatever guests we have on, we talk motorcycle, everything, and stocks, apparently. Yo.
That's one day, man.
Oh, I'm down. I'm down.
Think you gonna get away with it. All right, Butter, you heard it, right?
Yo, listen. I see they're talking about a Hustle King, Beyond the Apex, track day. Like, yo, we could definitely do a track day. Oh man.
Oh, that's Ralphie. Ralphie,
Sign
what up, man?
me
You
up.
already know the vibes, man.
Sign me up.
Ralphie, hit me up, man. We going down to Florida.
Lean, what up, man? Lean, what up, man? We out here.
There's gonna be a black certified knee dragger event. It's called March Madness out in Florida, Jennings. So if y'all Black City riders want to come out, it's gonna be a fucking epic weekend. Yo, these dudes, certified knee draggers, they definitely know how to throw a track day. So if you guys are interested, you got more than 3 months to plan, let us know, man. We in there like swimwear.
I already got my ticket. I already got my ticket reserved. But all right. And that's the end of the show, folks. As I always say, leave this world better than you found it. Peace.